is go on my phone.
I'll just send the link on my Twitter as well.
Oops. And right there we go. Do the same on this page. All right, cool.
Charging.
I forgot I had that. I actually have. All right, so there's a setting on shortcuts that you can actually have your phone say charging when you put it to charge, either plug it in or put it on a charger. And
that's really nice. Okay, yeah.
I have a wireless charger next to me, and I have my screen protector is one of those that you can't see unless you're actually looking at the phone.
The privacy ones. The privacy ones. Like
privacy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, instead of me getting up and looking at the phone, I'll just have it like
just
that.
The audio, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Wow. So that it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I see we already have people here. Connor Regan, what's up, man?
Hello, Connor. Yes.
Catboy Cow, what's up? What's up? What's up, guys? All right, so what's up, guys? Apple Monster here. And in today's live stream, we are joined by SaranByte. What's going on, man?
I'm good. Thank you for inviting me to this. It's really appreciated. It's the first time I'm doing this live stream thing. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I've seen, like I was saying earlier, I've seen a lot of your content, and I see that you're always active on Twitter with other creators and stuff. Yeah. And I'm not sure if you've seen my past live streams, but just last week I started, actually 2 weeks ago, I started this thing where I invite creators, small creators who I feel don't get too much attention and deserve a lot more attention. So I want to get people out there, and just because like I see a lot of people doing great things, and I feel like they need a chance. I feel like, I don't know if you agree with me, but I feel like the bigger creators don't invite smaller creators. I feel like everybody is just around their, subscriber number.
I think on Twitter it's quite friendly. I've got to admit, like, the community is quite friendly, and I've seen for example, if you remember Top Tech Geek, he got a shout out from like Jonathan Morrison, MKBHD. Like, I feel like especially in this community, I don't think there's a huge gap between like bigger and smaller creators, but I understand that obviously smaller creators need more recognition. So it's a great initiative, this whole thing.
Yeah, definitely. I probably just moved that. But no, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've also had Viper on. I've had
I saw that. Taylor Tech, Drew.
Taylor Tech, yeah. And honestly, like, when I told the story on that stream, but when I invited Taylor Tech, it was like 6 months before, and I'm like, he's never gonna, he's so busy, he's never gonna see this. And I had forgotten that I had messaged him. And he messaged me back. He's like, oh, sorry for the late response. I would love to be on. And I'm just like, wow. And back then, amazing. I actually had a Windows computer, which completely sucked. Okay. I honestly could not do anything on that computer. And if you seen the live stream with Viper, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh
That's
yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
oh my god, I was
yeah.
so embarrassed that day, man. You don't even know. And I'm like, great. So I actually went to the Best Buy near me, and I had asked them. I said, I'm looking for a new computer because mine is slow as heck. I've had it for so long. Of course, I had to be in front of the best, the MacBook Pro, and they're like, "Well, you're standing right in front of it." I'm like, "Yeah, but that price range, man, is just
Exactly. Yeah,
way
that's the problem. Yeah, yeah.
oh, it kills."
I've
But you
got
know
a
what?
yeah.
But you know what? You gotta pay if you want something good. You gotta pay for good money for it. It's not you can't expect to have something good and only pay like $100 to $200 for it. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
With
um,
with yeah, with MacBooks, I feel like yes, they're quite expensive, but you can keep them for a long time. Like I have my 2012 MacBook Pro. I bought it at probably I think around launch or maybe a little after, but I've been using that since, and it's been completely fine. Like yes, it's
yeah.
bulky and it's a bit slow now and then, but it's fine for video editing, and that says a lot. I mean, I don't think many 2012 Windows laptops will be able to edit right now. So yeah, it's
Oh, definitely.
definitely a good investment, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've tried to look for, um, good Windows, and actually Connor, is now a Windows
Oh wait,
person.
yeah, he's a Windows user. Yeah, yeah, he's betrayed us.
So
How could he?
yeah, yeah, man. What is it?
How could he,
Like
Connor? What are you
I
doing?
switched to Apple, you switched to Windows. Like, okay.
To
And
be honest, he got it for
honestly,
free, so fair enough.
yeah, exactly,
Like I don't
exactly.
like it's a pretty amazing laptop to get for free. So fair enough.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, I agree. Hey, you know what?
yeah.
I honestly like I got the so I've always liked Nomad products. Always loved
Nomad.
them.
Yeah. Nomad. Yeah.
Especially the wallets.
Oh
And
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think by now it's probably about a year. I entered a giveaway. Mind you, I didn't even know I entered it. I was just liking stuff on Twitter. And like a week later, I get this DM from Zach Talks Tech saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, you won my giveaway," and I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Oh damn.
I'm like, "I didn't even know I entered a giveaway," and he's like, "Oh yeah, all you had to do was like and blah blah." I'm like, "Okay," gave him
And
my
yeah, you got.
address,
Oh wow,
wallet, and dude,
that's
it's the
awesome.
best thing ever. The
How much
slim
are they,
wallet.
by the way? How much are they?
Oh man, let me see the
They're quite.
website.
They're relatively expensive, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
definitely expensive because honestly, I was gonna go for the charging pad,
Yeah.
and I saw the price on that, and I'm just like,
How
no.
much? How much is the charging pad? Wait, I want to see this as well. Let's check this
I'm
out.
gonna check right now. Charging pad. So if you were to get it,
Ooh, okay. It's like £100 here. Okay, yeah.
is
Okay,
it? Yeah. Here
okay,
too.
yeah, okay.
If you were to get it on if you were to get it on the Nomad site,
Yeah,
so there's one for 139 and then another one for 99.
those. Okay, that's a lot of money. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is
Yeah,
a lot.
so like, and like I said, going back to what I said, if you want something good, you're gonna have to pay good money for it. But
Yeah.
I'm like, but you know what? I didn't turn on down the offer when he
Yeah, it's free.
yeah,
If
I'm
it's
like,
free,
you
you
know
might as
what?
well take it. Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. Yeah,
Because honestly, like, especially if you have older phones like the iPhone 7, 8,
yeah,
you're gonna need something. And I had like a couple of power banks that like were like huge to carry in my pockets. And to carry the wire, to carry the power bank, I'm just like, yeah, no, I
yeah.
just
That's the thing. Mm-hmm.
so it's just like, you know what, this is awesome because it's a wallet, and on the side you have a little charging cable. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to remember sometimes I would forget, but you have to keep charging the wallet, to have battery. But you know what? It's
But
worth
it's
it.
nice to have. It's convenient. Like, yeah, like the
Yeah,
fact it's a
exactly,
wallet and it's 2 in 1. Like, that's nice. Yeah, definitely.
exactly. Um, I mean, the batteries on the new phones are great. I don't see
Yeah.
why you would want it now.
Mm.
But it's good to have. It's really good
Yeah,
to have.
it's always nice to have like, like just in case. You never know. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
just to have
exactly,
that. Yeah.
exactly. So let me ask you: do you own the iPhone 12?
Okay, so I did own the iPhone 12. I had it for a bit. I've had it for a week. I returned it yesterday. For me, the battery life was just like it was all right. But it was basically getting me to the end of the day by like with around 5%, and that's a bit tight. So I've decided I'm gonna go with Pro Max. I'm gonna go for the big boy Pro Max, gold as well because I love the gold. The gold this year is amazing. So I'm waiting
Oh
for that
yeah,
now. Yeah.
I've seen it and I want it so bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna. So I've decided on the Pro Max because battery life should be very similar to the 11 Pro Max. And I remember everybody last year were like, Pro Max battery life was amazing, like a 2 day
Yeah,
battery life. So I want a bit of that. So yeah,
yeah.
hopefully I get.
I actually went live last night and I said, if I'm going to upgrade, which I'll probably wait until the 13,
Fair enough.
um,
Okay.
but I definitely get the Pro because I was impressed with the 12 Pro camera and battery life.
Yeah. The Pro Max, like, so for me, the big reasons to go Pro Max this year, the camera, like there are huge improvements with the camera. The bigger sensor, the sensor shift up, stabilization, the bigger battery, the big screen. I mean, and the gold. So like, there's just so many things for the Pro Max. I can't wait.
Yeah,
So yeah, check it
yeah.
out.
So are you completely Apple or have you used Android?
I've used I migrated. So I had Samsung phones before. I like Samsung phones, but the issue I had was I live in a region where we have Exynos. I don't know if you know about the whole Exynos thing, but basically, Samsung gives inferior chips to Europe, and
Yep,
they charge the same price, but they give us inferior chips which are much worse. And because of that, like I just off. Like I can't be paying all these high prices and then getting an inferior product. So I was like, no, I'm going to Apple, and I've never looked back. Basically, I'm pretty much using all Apple now. So yeah.
that's like me. I was okay. So my first smartphone was the iPhone 4. Love that phone. Like you
Oh
don't
yeah,
even.
iPhone 4 was amazing. Yeah.
Oh my god! It was.
That
I can't.
design, I loved. My first iPhone was the 5. I loved the 5.
Yeah,
The 5
a
was
lot of
amazing.
people love the 5 and 5S.
Yeah. That the thing is, that's the thing I loved about the iPhone 12 I had for it. I got it in white, and so I had a silver iPhone 5, and they're literally like, it was the nostalgia just hit in because like they literally
Exactly.
apart from the size, they looked identical. Like they're near identical, and I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I love the iPhone 4, and my problem was my sister had given it to me for Christmas,
Yeah.
and of course, it had to be a defective device. I had started
Oh.
having issues. Um, I would be hearing people in calls, but they wouldn't be hearing me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So call me crazy, but the day after Christmas, I was already at the Apple store trying to get a new phone.
Fair enough.
But
I mean, if you can't call people, then that's a huge issue.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. At the time, I wasn't even a YouTube creator. I wasn't even into tech or anything.
Yeah.
Um, but and I didn't even know about like software issues and all that.
Hmm.
Um, but when I got the iPhone 4 is when I started to look things up and see why am I having this issue? How do I
Yeah.
work this out? Stuff like that. And I had said to myself, you know what? I have so many issues with this phone. Honestly, I was at just the year alone that I had that iPhone 4, I
Yeah.
was probably at the Apple store at least 10 times.
What?
Like,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was
Damn.
awful. So my
Wow.
sister
Okay.
was like, you know what? You're getting a new phone and it's not
Yeah.
gonna be Apple because it stinks.
Ah,
Um
I see.
my
Okay.
sister
Yeah.
hates Apple. My sister and my brother-in-law hate
Oh,
Apple.
okay. Okay.
And they're like, "You're getting a Samsung. We're gonna get it for you. We're gonna set it up. We're gonna teach you whatever."
Yeah.
And then trying to custom myself, because I was already so used to how iMessage worked, FaceTime,
Yeah.
things like that, and not having things like that on the Samsung side. I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, like, because so many people in my family at the time had the iPhone, and
Oh, I see. Yeah.
having that communication with FaceTime and iMessage, seeing when people actually got my messages and stuff, I like that. So not having that, I was like, you know what, I have to go back to Apple.
Which Samsung phone was this, by the way?
I had the S3.
S3. I love the
Yeah.
S3. I still love it till this. I think my dad got the S3 when it came out. I remember that being like, it just blew. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say blew.
Yeah.
No, I don't. It didn't blow the iPhone away, but like it was a big thing back then. Like the screen. I remember how big the screen was. I love the design. But yeah. But definitely,
Yeah.
I agree with you that iMessage, like the Apple ecosystem goodies, like those are the things that are really best. Yeah.
And dude, I'm gonna tell you,
Yeah.
especially after I got my iPad, especially after I got my MacBook, the Apple ecosystem is just unexplainable.
AirDrop is amazing. I love
Yes.
AirDrop. That's something I just can't like. That's because when I'm editing, especially.
About it.
Exactly. Edits like that's the thing. I want to go back to Android one day, but I probably won't go full time. I might carry a secondary Android phone around, but
Yeah.
I definitely won't leave the iPhone like the Apple ecosystem because it's too good. It's just too good.
Oh yeah, no, I can't leave. I cannot leave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because I'm so, and that's the thing. You get so sucked into the ecosystem that you don't want to do anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the thing. Like, if other companies had an ecosystem as good as Apple's, maybe I would try it. Maybe I would move on.
The thing is, Samsung, to be fair, so I have a friend who has Samsung products, and he showed me some of so Samsung does have like some AirDrop alternatives between their products, but the problem they have is that they don't make laptops. They don't have their own Windows is a completely different thing, and it's not as optimized, whereas Apple obviously makes the OS and the hardware. So yeah, Samsung is slowly catching up, but it's definitely not to level with Apple just yet.
Yeah, definitely. Let me just see something over here in the chat. I got rid of. Oh wow.
Okay.
Wow. So let me ask you, and I meant to ask you in the beginning.
Yeah.
What made you come into YouTube? Like, how did you start off? How long ago have you started YouTube?
I've actually had a few channels before this. They weren't tech related. I was doing more skits back then. This is like in year it was 2015, I think 2015, 14. I was doing like skits. They were pretty cringe, but like it was. I just enjoyed the whole like filmmaking aspect of YouTube. Like the fact I could just make these videos and people would actually react to them and like them and dislike them and comment. Like all of that interaction was really fun. So I did it for a while. Then I just stopped and kind of forgot about YouTube. And then quarantine came around this May, and I was really bored. And I was like, maybe I should start doing a tech channel because I've always loved tech. Like as a little kid, I've been fascinated by tech. So I've been watching tech, obviously, tech like MKBHD and all these big YouTubers. So yeah, I was like, I'm bored. I'm in quarantine. Might as well do something. So start this channel, and yeah, it's been really fun so far. So yeah.
I gotta say that exactly like me. When I started,
yeah,
I was doing a lot of videos and stuff, but especially during quarantine is when things started picking up for me.
Yeah.
Because it gives you something to do, like you said.
Like it just helps you. I guess it helps with your mental health as well because for me especially, like since I couldn't see my friends, like I saw YouTube as a form of interaction because there were comments, so people watching my videos, like, and also making content in itself just it takes up time. So yeah.
Right. No, I've always loved tech, and especially after getting my iPhone, my Apple Watch, I wanted to share the same as everybody else.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I wanted to share my experiences with my friends and my family.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
that's my whole point of starting YouTube is
Mm.
helping my friends and family with the tech, how to
Yeah, yeah,
work
fair enough.
things. And
Mm-hmm.
especially, like, I got my first video was the iPhone 10,
Yeah.
and that video blew like no tomorrow. Like,
Oh, damn. Okay.
showing off how the new cameras work,
Ah,
everything,
I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see. I see.
Face ID,
Hmm.
so because people were asking me a lot of questions about it, how I liked it and stuff like that, and I'm just like, you know what, I want to start a channel, and I'm going to help people. If they have any questions, they can come to me,
Fair enough.
and
Yeah. Mm.
I'll make videos about it and send it off to them.
Mm.
And then, like, I wasn't planning to be where I am today.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah. Yeah.
wasn't.
Definitely. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
so I just started doing things, and I got recognized by a couple of creators on Twitter.
Mm.
My first shout out, I made a couple of shout out videos. My first shout out video was to Nikias Molina. Back then he was Apple World,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
that video was like it blew in a day. And
Oh
within
damn.
that day, he actually messaged me and said, "Hey, I saw your video. I saw your channel. You do great stuff."
Oh
I
damn. Okay.
actually did a live stream on his channel.
Oh
I
wow. Oh,
I went from 60 subscribers to 120
damn.
within that 1 hour
Wow.
live stream.
This is the thing. Like, I feel like I know you said that larger creators and smaller creators, there is a gap, I admit, but like I feel like in this community especially, they're so friendly. The bigger creators are always willing to help. They're always willing to support
And there
smaller creators.
are.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah,
and there are a lot of people who will help.
yeah, yeah.
Nick it was one that was like, wow, like I
Mm,
was blown away.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then I'm not sure if you're familiar with Benobi Tech.
yeah, yeah. I've seen a few of his videos. He went on a
Yeah,
mission, right? Yeah.
yeah, he's on a mission right now, but
Mm.
he's become one of my best friends, and he came across those videos in that live stream, and
Ah.
because he's best friends with Nikias, and
Oh, I see. Okay.
he's like, man, I want to help you out. You have good potential, stuff like that. So
Oh,
he
that's
actually
nice. Yeah.
became my co-host for my live streams. We used to do live streams all the time, and
Ah.
then
Okay.
and now he's on missions and stuff,
Mm.
and I'm trying to do stuff here and there. As you know, I'm going to be doing a project in
Yes.
December.
Mm.
I honestly, I invited so many creators that I probably, by the list that I have right now, I'm probably
Yeah.
going to invite a couple more people. But by
Mm.
the list that I have right now, everybody except two people have gotten back to me on it.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? But I said I'm gonna start now because I know, inviting big and small creators, everybody's gonna, probably take their time trying to get
Yeah,
back to
yeah,
me,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
their
fair enough.
schedule
Yeah.
and stuff. But I'm like, you know what? I want to do this because 2 years ago,
Mm.
I did it with Benobi Tech, and it was
Yeah.
the most fun thing I've ever done.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like I said, I want to help people, become recognized and stuff. So gathering those people and the creators who are here
Yeah.
now,
Mm.
I think it would be a fun project.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be awesome for Christmas as well. Just coming together as a community, like it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So somebody said, "Hey, Saran, Alex Gear."
Yeah, hi, Alex. I didn't get the Pro. I'm going Pro Max. So Friday is my pre-order. Hopefully, I can get it delivered on launch day. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Are you getting the HomePod Mini?
So, I think it's a great product, but because so basically I've got so many like free like home minis and Echo Dots lying around the house from various places. So I don't really need another smart speaker, but I think it's great. Like for £99, it's really, really solid value. I think this is the way Apple. I think this should have really been the first HomePod to be honest, but yeah, I might not be picking one up, but I think it's gonna be great. I think it will do well. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly think I want to get it.
Fair enough.
For the price
Hmm.
and the quality, I think it's an amazing product.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
I honestly was gonna get the first one, but the price on that was was just too much
That's the
for me.
thing. So like, I don't know about you, but I don't really find smart speakers I occasionally use them, but I wouldn't spend anything above like $100 for a smart speaker. I'm not really invested into the whole home kit thing. So
Right.
I wouldn't spend that much. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely not. And I'm not the kind of creator I wish I was. I wish I had money as everybody else does,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like everybody's rich, and it's just like everybody
Tech is,
gets.
yeah, it's quite an expensive hobby.
That's like, how can these creators get every single new phone that comes out?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. Like yeah.
between the iPhone, Google, Samsung, it's like, what?
It's why I'm trying to focus on Apple from now on, because I don't like, if I try to keep up with everybody, that's just gonna be too much. Like, oh no.
Oh yeah,
There's Samsung, there's
no.
Google, there's Apple.
Yeah, that's why that's why I niched down to just doing Apple content, because I was doing a little bit of everything, giving my thoughts on every new tech product.
Yeah.
But then I think it becomes hard when you don't have the money to buy and actually experience everything with the product.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, you know a lot about Apple. That's what you're into. Even though you can't get the product, you know what it's like. You know what to expect out of it. So you can make videos easily.
To be honest, yesterday during Viper stream, they were talking about how people were angry that some people. So if you didn't know, like LG sent out the wing to some creators, and there was a lot of beef on Twitter because some people were jealous, obviously. And Viper was obviously saying that you don't always need the products; you can always give your thoughts because the information is out there. And I totally agree. Like you can base opinion on the device based on the information that's out there. Yes, it won't be. I guess it won't be as realistic as having the product itself, but you can give your like basic thoughts on it. So yeah, you don't really need the hardware all the time.
Exactly. And that's exactly the same thing I say when it comes to becoming a creator. You don't need expensive tech to actually start the channel.
Yeah.
Because especially nowadays, most phones have great cameras.
That's the thing. The camera in your phone is insane. Just
Yeah.
See that.
So as long as you have a somewhat updated device that has a good enough camera, start now. That's all I'm saying.
There's literally nothing stopping you. You can just start. Yeah.
Exactly. If you have the knowledge, if you love what you're gonna do it now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Just do it. And I'm gonna say, yes, at the beginning, I was pushing out content and I was saying, I wish I was at more subscribers, getting noticed more by bigger creators. But you know what? You go at your pace, you do what you need to do, and you're gonna get noticed when it's the time.
Yeah, just keep grinding, keep working, and you will get your recognition one day. Like, it doesn't happen overnight, and that's the thing I think some people don't understand. They think that, you make a few videos, you start getting, traction immediately, but that's never the case. Like, you just have to keep grinding, and someday you will get your recognition. Like, recognition will come. But
yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, I have Nikius, I've had Viper, which I never thought was going to happen. I actually was on somebody else's channel, and he popped in at that second. I said, because I was asked, what bigger creator would you want to have on your channel? And I said, well, I love Tailosive Tech. I love Viper. And at that moment, Viper, you know how he has the signature of the flames?
Yeah, the flames. Yeah.
He posts that, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even know he was here.
Yeah,
And then the person was like, hey, Viper, would you want to be on this person's channel? And I'm like, and he said, yeah, sure. That next day, he messaged me on Twitter. He's like, so when do you want to make this happen? I'm like, as soon as possible, man. Next day, I made it happen. And I think it was I think part of it was the hype that, I want it to go so well. I was kind of nervous because of
but I would be really nervous as well. Like Viper is like, he's the man about tech. Like he is such a big creator. Like honestly, huge props to you for like pulling it off. Seriously, like I know like there were technical difficulties, but seriously, good job. It was actually like obviously you can't do anything about technical difficulties, but it was a really good job.
Definitely. Yeah. But no, I would love, and honestly, I've been thinking of maybe going on to Friday Night Vibe sometime. I would love it.
I think that would be great. Yeah, I think that would be great. Yeah.
Because I think, like, including people, like I said, including people like that. It's the little things, that really help. You know.
Yeah.
So like I said, I want to start including people because I feel like it would help them grow, and it would definitely help me grow.
Yeah.
So, let me just see the chat here. Patience and exactly. Yes, exactly. That.
Yes.
That is definitely it. And that's what I'm trying. Like, that's what you have to try to do. And I feel like now, especially, new products have come out. You have a lot to talk about, but I feel like there comes a part in the year that it's like it gets to a point where, okay, I've talked about this, and this. What else can I talk about?
Yeah.
Let's make this happen. Yeah, man. If anybody has any questions, please ask away. What else did I want to talk about?
Reverse wireless charging and Apple One.
Yes. What do you think of Apple One?
Apple One. I wish they could. I wish you could rearrange which ones you want. Like which. If the individual plan, if I could take out Arcade and put Fitness Plus or something, like if I could like rearrange which ones I want, then maybe it would appeal to me. But right now, I'm not too invested in Apple services as such. I use iCloud. That's about it. Really.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's awesome that they did that.
Yeah.
Did you watch Taylor Swift's video on that yesterday?
Yes. He like, basically said to just be aware. Be aware.
Yeah. You know what? And come to think about it, like you have to be careful of what you're getting yourself into because you don't want to break the bank. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because Tim Cook's plan is that you just forget. Like you pay, you just pay it once, and then it'll be recurring, and you forget about this payment, and then I mean 5 years down the line, you've given Apple hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So yeah, just be aware and careful about that. That's all.
Hang on one second.
Sure.
Block user. Sorry, I had to block you, Catboy Cal, but you kept asking the same thing, and I don't like that. I don't know if you saw that, but...
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I don't appreciate it when you spam chat like that.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Connor, I'm actually going to make you the... Now that I think about it, I have to make people the moderators. Don't appreciate. Oops. Connor. I'm moderator. All right, Connor, you're moderator now. Sorry about that. I was seeing that, and it was like getting me.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. Yeah. I hate when people spam. That's annoying. Yeah.
He's been commenting on a lot of videos and saying good things, but I don't like that.
Fair enough.
So would you subscribe to one of those Apple ones?
Probably. I just use iCloud. That's it. I pay in the
Yeah.
200 gig plan. So that's, I think, £2 or £3 here in the UK, and that's it. So I don't really need
Yeah.
Apple One.
The only thing I use is the podcast, so it wouldn't really help me much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Besides
Though
that,
Though I heard that Apple's going to make the podcast app a subscription as well. So they're going to make a Podcast Plus, apparently. This is a few months ago, but I'm assuming they're going to make like more premium. I don't know. Apple's just trying to make a subscription out of everything now, but yeah.
You know what? Like, and especially news. Like,
oh yeah, £10. Yeah, I would get $10 for News Plus. I don't get that. Why?
Why do you want to pay to read the news when you can go on Google and get it for free?
Exactly. I don't get $10. You can get Apple TV Plus for $5. I don't get this. Why do they charge $10? Doesn't make sense to me, but yeah.
I love Apple products. I love the Apple ecosystem.
For the services.
But just little things like that, it doesn't make sense.
Also, what's annoying is Apple's. So you know how the App Store they replaced the updates tab with Apple Arcade.
Yeah.
So it's been permanent for like a few months now. That's annoying. Also, when you go into settings, it shows you Apple Arcade is available for 3 months. So it keeps bugging you about that. That's annoying. Like, I just don't like how Apple's pushing and like services in front of you all the time. Like, it feels a bit. It's not advert as such, but it's a bit annoying.
Yeah, definitely. As far, let me try to think now. So we've talked about HomePod. We've talked about Apple One. Oh, there was another thing. Apple search engine. What do you think about that? I've been hearing a lot of that, and
man. Honestly, doesn't make sense to me because Apple right now makes billions of dollars off Google for doing nothing. Like, I just don't understand from that. And also, I feel like making a search engine would kind of contradict the whole privacy stance. Like, I feel like if they're going to make a search engine, they probably, like, if they want to make a search engine as good as Google's, then they probably have to collect data. And then that would just be a whole mess. Like, I just feel like it's unnecessary. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I feel I get it. I know that there's going to be competition either way.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's too much competition.
Yeah.
I honestly feel, and when it comes to like certain devices and stuff, like, oh, you know, like Samsung and Apple and stuff, oh, you know, this company made this, so we have to go behind it and make something even better. And it's just like, just do your own thing. You know, I don't feel like there needs to be
exactly. I mean, Samsung tried with Bixby. They tried to make their own thing with Bixby, and now they're going. But apparently, they're going to get rid of Bixby and just go back to Google Assistant. So, like, why?
Yeah.
I don't feel like Google. Like, I think Google search, especially, it's just a common thing. Like, everybody says let's Google something. Like, it's just a thing that's become common with our lives. So why? Like, I don't feel like Apple needs to make a search engine. But,
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like these companies concentrate on the competition, like competing against each other, and it just it gets to a point where it's unnecessary. And I feel like sooner or later, all phones are going to be the same, and there's not going to be need for competition whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Android phones are gonna, because it like once they get rid of all the bezels and the notches on the front, it's just gonna be a like screen on the front. Like, how are they gonna differentiate each other? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And especially the Android phones. I feel like nowadays everything looks the same. It's just like, why? I mean, I know specs are different and stuff, but it's like you can't tell which is which now.
Yeah, I mean, they can't really do much anymore because we are running out of like space. They're trying to make the screen as big as possible and get rid of notches and stuff. So at the end of the day, it's going to become just a screen at the front, and yeah,
Exactly.
you can't really make that look any different from the rest. So
Yeah, exactly.
mm.
So Apple November event is approaching, and I actually have a video coming out right after the stream. But the new products. Which one would you get? Would you get AirTags and stuff?
So AirTags, I think it's good. I think it's great. I think it'll work amazingly well. The fact that it uses other iPhones to determine like a precise location of that item, that's awesome. But I guess that would depend on the price. If it's like $50, then I probably won't. But if it's, I mean, the thing is, knowing Apple, it's going to be $50. Like, I don't think it'll be any cheaper. So, if it for some reason is cheaper, I'll buy it. But if it's $50, then maybe not. No.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Mm.
I feel that. I mean, I would have to see how well it works. I right now have the tile, and I
Yeah.
would have to see how well it worked compared to tile to see if I would get that.
Mm.
Apple Glass seems very like a good concept.
I'm very, very excited for Apple Glass. Yeah.
I am too. Don't get me wrong.
Mm.
I just want to see how it compares to everything else, and if the price is going to be worth it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because obviously, you have prescription as well, right? So,
Yeah,
so we'll have to pay $500 for the frame, and then prescriptions would be an additional, let's say $300 maybe. So it's going to be a lot. Yeah, hopefully it's worth it. We'll see. But is it coming out next year or the year after that?
I think it's the year after. I
Year
believe.
after. Okay.
I've heard so many things, and especially with AirTags and other stuff. Like I think everything right now is
Because of
all
COVID, yeah, it's just all over the
because of
place. Yeah.
COVID and everything. I just think that everything's all up in the air. But I think next year, and what was it that was supposed to come out this year that was postponed?
AirPod Studios, those are supposed to come
AirPod
out.
Studio. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I man, I want to get those so bad.
I I don't. I'm not a big fan of over. Like I prefer AirPods. Like I just prefer having
Yeah.
this. So I'm interested in if you heard the rumor, the AirPods 3, which are going to come with the AirPods Pro design.
Yep.
But they're not going to have noise cancellation. I would buy that. I think that would be really
Yeah.
nice, especially if it's the same price. But
Speaking
AirPods
about
Studio, yeah, sure.
speaking about AirPods Pro, I just heard that they launched the program.
Yeah. That's good. That's
That's
good.
pretty
That's
good.
good. That's pretty good. I had issues because I had AirPods Pro initially, but then I had like noise cancellation issues, so I returned them and just went back to my regular AirPods. But now I'm happy that they're offering a program to just replace them for free. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see. Apple. Yeah, definitely. But your content is awesome.
Thank you.
So let me ask you. I don't know if you want to share anything,
Yeah.
but what is your go-to for like making content? Like, what do you use for camera and stuff?
Cameras. Okay. So I have my camera is like a Canon EOS M3. It's a really old camera. I think it came out 4 years ago. It's an M3. It's decent. I mean, like you said, like you can start YouTube with anything, and this camera is doing well for me. Obviously, in the future, I might want to invest in a 4K camera, but for the time being, it's doing the job. 1080p, it's all good. So that's fine. And then the audio, I've got a Blue Yeti here. This is really nice. It's
Ooh,
quite nice. This is really nice. This is probably the biggest investment I've made on the YouTube channel for the YouTube channel, and yeah, audio definitely is a big thing. Like if you're making a channel, I would say audio is more important than video because I feel like you can put up with pretty average video, but you can't really put up with like terrible audio. So yeah, I invested in audio. What else is there? Oh yeah, I got some soft boxes for the lighting and this background, just to make
that's an
the
amazing background, man.
yeah, I really like it. It's much better than trying to. That I'd rather have just a plain background than have things in the back, like just stuff in the background.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, and then editing. I mentioned in the like before 2012 MacBook Pro. I'm planning to get Apple Silicon. depends on the price. Hopefully, it's going to
Mhm.
be like this is the thing I'm not sure about. Are they going to keep the price the same, or are they going to increase? Because they could easily increase the price because the performance is going to be so much better. So they could increase prices, but yeah, hopefully it isn't, because if it's the same price, I'll buy one. But yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully, let's see. But for the time being, 2012 MacBook Pro, it's fine. It's just it's a bit bulky and it's a bit slow. So yeah, looking to upgrade that. But yeah, that's that. That's pretty much the YouTube gear.
Nice, nice.
Mm.
And what's your like creative process? Like, what do you when it comes to video creation? What do you do first?
So a lot of my stuff is basically reporting like techniques. I usually do that. So uh, this is the thing about Twitter. Like we said before, like there's no point paying for Apple TV and Apple News Plus when like something like Twitter just gives you a feed of news like on a constant basis. Like it, especially with tech, you just get all the
Yeah.
latest information on Twitter. So I usually come across a tweet and then an article. I read about it, and then I basically deliver it to the camera. I use scripts, but now I'm pretty much going off the cuff, and it's fine. Yeah.
I created a Twitch, and I was going to move all my live streams to it,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but when I got the MacBook, we have to re-sign into everything,
Yeah.
and I can't get into my account anymore. I don't know why.
Oh.
I've tried to send, the forgot password
I know.
thing
I know. And they still wouldn't let.
email,
Oh. Hmm.
and it won't appear in any
That's
email.
weird. Oh wow. Okay. You should probably.
Yeah,
I mean, if they've got a customer support line or something, that you could try and call them up, but I'm not sure yet.
yeah, I might do that. Just because, like, I know a lot of creators like Viper and stuff. They have separate channels for their videos,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to do the same thing. But and honestly, like, I think the first person that I watched, and he had a lot of stuff, was Tilosive, and he did pretty well on Twitch.
Yeah.
So I feel like separating videos and live streams would do well.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah.
I think that way like a year or two ago, I don't think Twitch would have been the perfect platform for streaming tech and stuff. But I feel like it's doing a lot better. Like a lot of people are moving on to Twitch.
It's
So
because like I feel like I don't know if this is still true, but like apparently YouTube doesn't recommend live streams to other people. I don't know how the algorithm works. The algorithm works in mysterious ways, but apparently that's the case. So I understand why people are moving to Twitch, because Twitch is built for live streaming. So yeah.
yeah, awesome. Um,
No, yeah.
Thanks,
Bye
man.
bye, Alex. Thank you for coming. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Um, so do you have any questions for me? Anything you want to ask me?
No, I mean, what I didn't get to hear your opinions on the iPhone 12. Why don't we go to iPhone 12 series? What did you think of the announcements, the upgrades?
I really love it.
Hmm.
From the 11 to the 12, I don't think that there's
Yeah, I
really
know. Yeah,
big
yeah,
upgrade to it. But I think that they did an amazing job on the Pro series,
yeah.
and I would definitely, if I were to upgrade, I would definitely get a Pro.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
because I actually did a video on this, and I love night mode. Night mode was one of the biggest and most welcome upgrades that I really enjoy. And I did a video on a thing that I wish that came with software, and one
Yeah.
of the things was night mode and portrait mode together.
Yeah, I remember you wanted that. Yeah, from the Pixel 5, and we got that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what they did with 12 Pro and 12 Pro, and it's just beautiful, So that's why I want to get the Pro, because I'm actually Portuguese, and most of my family's in Portugal. And like when I go there in the summer, I like to take pictures and video, and I feel like the iPhone does amazing things. So I wanted something that would take great pictures. Now, don't get me wrong, the iPhone 11 does amazing, especially at night. But I
Yeah,
think adding the portrait mode to the night mode
that looks
pictures,
amazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it,
yeah.
it's amazing. It really is.
Yeah,
And I
definitely, definitely.
wish that they would have the things that they added hardware wise, some of it, especially when it comes to camera, I feel like could have been added software wise. You
Okay,
know,
which ones?
like night mode and portrait mode.
Oh, as in they could have given it to the 12, the regular 12s as well.
Yeah. I
Mm.
feel like they could have given it to more phones, like the 12 and
Yeah.
11 series. I just wish they
Yeah,
did.
I think they could have. At the same time, Apple wants you to buy the newer phone, so you know.
Yeah, and
Uh,
yeah, I get that, but it's just like, for the people who, and this is another point that I'll make too, for the people who can't afford it,
yeah.
um, one thing that really annoyed me was taking out the power brick. I understand that it's to conserve energy and stuff,
Yeah,
but what if you're an Android person coming to iPhone?
exactly. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
going to be
It's
one
gonna.
of the most annoying things, and people are going to be like, "This is not worth it. I'm going back to Android."
The thing is, like I understand when the box doesn't come with a power brick, but the fact the MagSafe charger also doesn't come with a brick, that
Mhm.
annoyed me. Like they're telling people to go and buy a MagSafe charger, but then the MagSafe charger itself doesn't even come with a brick, and then you have to use a 20-watt plug to get the full 15 watts of charging. You can't use an existing plug to get
Right.
15 watts. So that's also, but yeah, that's the thing I don't get. Like I have an 18-watt charger from the 11 Pro, but I plugged
Yep.
it in, and you could only get 12 watts because of a charge profile. I don't know. I'm not an expert in terms of like plugs or anything, but apparently the 20-watt charger has the certain charge profile to get 15 watts. So I feel like that's just annoying. Like they should have let other existing chargers also work with MagSafe at full speed. So yeah, that's a bit
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah. What do you think of MagSafe?
Um, I used MagSafe with the 12, and one of the issues I had it was that it was creating a lot of like heat, like a lot of
Mhm.
heat, like it was getting really warm, and I'm worried about battery health, so I probably won't use it because I think it might ruin battery health. Obviously we have to see in terms of long-term use, but yeah, when I used it, it got very very hot. But yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
very slow. It's also pretty slow. Like if you use the 20-watt plug with a wire, that charges 0 to 50, I think, in 30 minutes, around 30 minutes. And this with MagSafe will take around an hour. So it's fine if you're going to charge overnight, but I tend to charge now and then during the day, so that's a bit annoying for me.
Right.
Mm.
Um, I think it's a really cool idea, and I like how they have it work with other things. I do agree that this is the first of the generation, and I feel like
Yeah,
there's a lot more work to be done.
yes,
But
definitely.
it's a great step.
Mm.
Um, I honestly think that it would be an amazing thing if they would make a mini version and add it to the Apple box. I
Yes,
feel
yeah.
like, because honestly, I think by next year or 2022, everything's going to be wireless. I feel like we're going to be losing the charging port pretty
Yeah,
soon.
I think
Because,
MagSafe is pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much indicating that. Yeah.
yeah, because honestly, we've already lost the headphone jack. So the next thing is going to
Yeah,
be,
yeah,
you
basically.
know,
Hmm.
that,
I mean,
that,
I,
that
I don't mind. I don't mind going wireless. It's just that they need to try and reduce the heat, and also
yeah,
let us use maybe include a plug in the box, or maybe let us use other ones, and also make the wire longer because the 1 meter wire is too short for me. Like it's fine for a bedside kind of desk thing, but for my main desk, I found it to be too short, and that was a huge issue for me. So
yeah,
yeah, hopefully they release a longer wide version.
yeah. I would have loved to see AirPower. Just because.
Yes.
I
Yes.
feel like, and especially nowadays, I feel like if you can charge your phone wirelessly, it's a good thing to have because I'm a very, clean person. I'm very minimal. So the
Hmm.
less wires I have on my desk, the better.
Yeah. Okay.
Because,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
you know, um, because honestly, having the iPhone charger, the MacBook charger, the Apple Watch charger,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's too much.
This
So
is
please,
this is why the MagSafe Duo charger that appeals to me. I think if they
I
price it
I
right,
cannot
I
wait for
would
that.
buy that. Yeah, I would think about because that would be really nice. Like you said, I want to minimize the wires, so the ability to just put a phone and my AirPods or my phone and the Apple Watch that would be amazing. But I'm worried about price because I feel like they're gonna make it really expensive. It's gonna
Oh
be like
yeah,
$100 or something. I don't know.
honestly, yeah, I think that's at least gonna be $100 to $200.
Yeah, that's a
I can't
problem.
see it being anything more. I
Mm.
mean, given that the first one is what 39,
Uh,
is it?
yeah, fine, yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it could be at least
If they're
70.
trying to, if they want to
But
push MagSafe, if they want to push MagSafe and make it the future, I think they need to make it more accessible. So maybe next year they should reduce the prices. So maybe
yeah,
make the small MagSafe puck maybe $20 instead of
yeah,
39 right now, and then obviously reduce the Duo charge as well. But I think if they reduce the prices, it might be people might be willing to change.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm.
And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people, um, at least people who I've talked to,
Mm.
I think the prices of the products scare them the most. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I
Yes.
feel
It,
like if things were cheaper,
mm.
um, if there was like deals and stuff, I think that people would want to come to Apple for the products because there's a lot of people who I know who say, you know, this product is good, but it's just too expensive. You know, so
it's
I
um it's why Apple nowadays, like if you go to the iPhone for quite a few years now, they just give you the price with trade-in before they tell you the full
right,
price. Because
and
obviously
that's
when
what I
they
like. That's what I did when I got the iPhone 11, and honestly,
Hmm.
if more products had that, I think a lot more people would be happy. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
um I don't know exactly if they have it for MacBook, but I feel like a lot more people would be upgrading their products if they did.
I think
Um,
so, yeah, that would be, yeah, just making the trade-in process easier, like just get one to give your old one back and then get the new one for a discounted price. If they could do that across the board, just not just iPhones, then I think that would do well. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Mm.
I honestly, I'm not sure when it comes to making money for Apple.
Mm.
How would that work?
Yeah.
But I feel like I at least think it would uh be better for them. I think that they would make a lot of money if they had um programs like that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
I'm gonna throw this up here. Let's see. Q&A. If you guys want to ask questions, um, send it over and we'll answer them for you guys. Um, let's see if there's anything I missed in the chat. I think everybody's just talking to each other here, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it was awesome talking to you, man. Is
Thank you.
there
Thank you.
anything else that you wanted to talk about today?
I mean, what is there? I mean, we've got the November event. We've spoken briefly about that. So, what are you looking forward to from Apple in 2021? Let's yeah. Why don't we talk about like
Uh,
what's the product you're looking forward to then?
honestly, I want to see what they do with the computers and stuff. Um,
The
I,
transition, yeah. Mm,
yeah, the transitions and
mm.
stuff. I want to see, how they make things better. What other technology can they come out? Because I feel like um, we have everything. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Like, I feel like there's not much that we haven't seen already. So what else
Yes.
can there be? You know
Because
what I mean?
because I feel like with the Apple Watch, for example, it feels like they've just peaked really early with that. And honestly, I'm just wondering what are they really going to do with the Apple Watch in
Yeah,
years to
exactly.
come? Because yes, they can reduce the bezels, but I mean, like that's about it. Like reduce the
Yeah.
bezels, make it slightly nicer, but yeah.
And especially like with AirPods and stuff, I wonder what else they could do with that. I know
Yeah. That's
a
true.
lot of people were saying that they were gonna add like little monitors to see your
But
blood
yeah,
pressure
I
and
saw
heart
that.
rate and
Yeah,
stuff.
that would be
Um,
nice. Yeah.
that would be nice. That would be awesome. Um, you know, and especially with health, like what other health feature can they add? Because that's one
Mm.
thing that really got me when it comes to Apple products. Because let's face it, I've said this before on the news. There's so many stories of um, Apple
People's
Watch
like,
saving
yeah,
this person, this
yeah,
product saving
exactly.
this person. You don't see that with other companies,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
I want to see other companies catching up to Apple when it comes to that because health is very important. And I honestly suggest a lot of people get a product, especially the Apple Watch, because when you get older, like, and there's a lot of people out there who are living alone, and it's just like, okay, so what happens if you have a heart attack and stuff? I mean, yeah,
Exactly.
there's
Yeah.
necklaces and stuff, and there's different things. I want to see other companies make health products to help people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because I feel
Definitely.
like Apple is just so far in that game that I think other companies need to do the same.
It's weird because a lot of companies like to copy Apple, but for some reason, the health aspect, they really haven't done much. Like the Apple Watch Series 4 had the ECG. It's been like 2 years since that, and still we haven't seen. I mean, I think Samsung's watches have an ECG. I'm not sure, but apart from Samsung, I don't think any other smartwatches or any other like smartphone has any health features as such. So yeah, they should
Yeah,
try to innovate on that because it saves lives. That's the main thing. Yeah.
exactly. I have a family member that had a heart issue a couple months ago, and he didn't have a watch or anything,
Hmm.
and he went to the doctor, and they suggested that he get an Apple Watch because
Ah.
to monitor his heart rate
Oh
and to
wow.
get the
Okay.
notifications
Hmm.
if he has an issue.
Yeah.
So you know, I feel like other companies, like everybody needs it,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. I feel like if companies had deals where you could pay monthly, not just for trade-ins, but for getting the product. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand that like certain companies like Verizon and other mobile companies have that,
Hmm.
but if the company in general, like Apple, had a program like that, I feel like a lot more people would get it. You
I'm
know,
pretty sure you can. Can you pay? I don't know which countries have this, but you can pay monthly for pretty much. I think the Apple Watch as well. I'm not sure which countries do it,
really,
but yeah. That's
I haven't
they've.
seen
Yeah, I think I don't know who mentioned it. I saw it somewhere. And I'm not sure if it's true, but it's not. Yeah, I definitely agree that Apple should make should roll out monthly like
Yeah,
payments for all their products so that makes it more accessible. Because yeah, health is a big thing, and
yeah.
people should have Apple Watches. So yeah,
Um, and like I said, I'm just so impressed with how well they've been doing.
yeah,
When it comes to health, and especially nowadays, health is very important. Especially with what's going on in the world right now, you have to. Unfortunately, you can't go to the gym and stuff. So having something to track your health and help you, remind yourself to get up every day and move around and stuff
yeah,
is something encouraging. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
That's true.
I
Very
feel like
true.
a lot of people need the Apple Watch,
Hmm.
um, or something, to
Yeah,
help them because, um, you know, it's just very unhealthy to not move around and get your
yeah.
exercise every day.
Very true. Yeah. Very true.
So, um, but we're reaching an hour, so I'm actually gonna have to go. But Um, it was awesome talking to you, and I hope to have you again on soon.
Sure, no problem. I love this. Thank you. It was really fun.
Yeah, no,
Really,
not a problem, man. Thank you for accepting the invite. And
Thank you.
guys, if you guys have any questions, just leave it down in the comments, and we'll answer them. If not, I'm gonna end the stream. And great conversation. Loved having you, and I hope to have you again. I'm looking forward to the project in December.
Yes.
That it's going to be a great big project that me and other creators are working on. So stay tuned for that, guys. It's going to be posted on the last day of the year, so it's going to be something that everybody will love and look forward to. Guys, hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time. At Monster.
Goodbye.